right. Check out my agallomia. She's doing okay. Got a couple of dead leaves in here. Nothing much. She seems pretty happy. She's doing good. The pinkness in the stem, the dark green, the red. Yes, I love this plant. She's so colorful. So check out that middle hole. You see that? That's a stream. And all the water is just going straight to that hole. And probably nowhere else in the pot. So that's why when I water them, I just kind of check out my Kalanchoe. She's doing really good. Nice and fuzzy. Probably just need water. The pot is extremely light. But once the water settles to the bottom, sometimes the plant will take some water back in. And then after 30 minutes or so, you can go back around and empty your bottoms. This is the new baby succulent. The company that made this plant did what I have done in some of my plants. And instead of putting cactus soil mixed with regular soil, it looks like they use sand. I think I'm going to go ahead and repot this plant today. Now I'm not sure what's going on with my arrowhead, but my arrowhead is not doing good at all. This plant should be much bigger than this by now. Look at my leaves. I have so many leaves that looks like that. Look at this. She continuously put out new growth, however they die. I'm thinking it's the soil. See, my soil here is mixed with sand. And I think she's unhappy with the soil. So at this time, I'm going to repot this plant. I don't think she's happy in here. But has new growth. You see the new growth there? She has new growth all around. So let's repot her. It was a big blob of block at first. And I broke it completely down. I think I'm gonna recut these roots. Recut these roots down and put her in some brand new soil. Roots are clipped. I just want to keep giving this Thai plant water. Now, because this Thai plant looked as dry as it did, whatever water is remaining in the pot, I'm going to allow it to come down to the bottom of this tray here and allow her to drink it back up. Okay, and she's taking the time to mud up. My tropical is doing swell. Look at that torn leaf. I like it. No ugly leaves. Now look at this baby. You remember my monstera, my split leaf? I had to put this plant into the propagation because I had planted too soon. But it looks so happy in the propagation. And I say that because it has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a baby coming. Should I just allow her to continue propagating? Look at the leaves. That leaf's not so pretty. But I am not going to do any clippings. Just allow her to strengthen up. Now, if you ever choose to do this with plant food, keep in mind that this water it's not good to sit. So I recommend if you allow your propagation to sit in any type of plant food, only do it for about 24 hours. And then pour it out and put just fresh, clean water with the plant. All right. Succulent is ready. Can you see her? Yes, you can. Check her out, baby. It's time for this plant to vine. Took all my plant first. All right, let's clip these babies that are no more. I'm going all the way down to the base, clipping it diagonal. This is how she's looking after I give her a clip down. And she still has some ugly leaves on the tips. They're ugly here. Nowhere else. So we'll see how she does. Hopefully she enjoyed that soil better. This is what the soil is looking like. Look how low the level is. And as it grows, if she chooses to, I'll continue to apply soil. What you all been waiting for. You want to see this philodendron Brazil. There she is, honey. Remember, I clipped those ends and propagate them, and look, they have all grown out. And no, I am not going to do any clippings. Shake your weave, girl. Yes. I'm going to water her. She's dry. And these leaves, you can tell that they all need, it needs to be watered, right? Yeah. I do see some clippings I need to make. So let's go through there and do that. Because when you clip on your plant, it allows your plant to concentrate on other areas that needs that energy. I just love thrushing that water on them. I love watering some plants, honey. She doesn't need many clippings at all. She's doing good. All right, you all. So you thought the Brazil philodendron showed out. Check out the mixed pothos. Do you all remember my mixed pothos? This plant was not in this pot last time I did the video on this mixed pothos. And you know why I call this the mixed pothos plant? Because it has 4 different pothoses in here. So we have the golden, we have a marble, the queen marble, the silver pothos, and the jade pothos. No fertilizing, only, and really no sun, only water and the bright light. This is the ending result so far. Let's get into her business. Oh, and this pot is so light. She needs to be watered desperately. And I have no dead leaves, no unhappiness. This plant is happy. And I'll show you the soil. If you can see, super dry. few clippings I want to do. Now we can just concentrate on that stem here. See, it's got a lot of babies on it. Let's not forget about the new succulents. Now, should I break this down? Will it kill my succulent? The last time I broke down a succulent down to the roots, which was my string of pearls, it was no more. I'm gonna do it. All right, so I broke down those roots. I'm gonna clip them down. You know, it's a possibility I just killed that plant by doing that, but I just couldn't help it. It's so filthy. You know, my succulent lovers out there are probably yelling and screaming at me, girl, stop watering those succulents like that. But I want all my plants to begin the same routine. Now, although I'm watering these succulents now, I have not and I will not water them for quite some time again. So these are all of my propagation. Looks like this has, this is all the stem that we have after months of propagating this plant. This is my evergreen plant. And I'm just gonna allow her to stay in the water, get a few more roots. My peperomia is doing good. Looks like it's ready to go into some soil. Look at all the little babies. I was about to lose this plant, so I put it into the propagation, and this is what has happened. And I think I'll allow her to stay in the propagation. Those are just little twigs that I was trying to save. Oh, my string of pearls. Okay, so I put this in there because it broke off, and these were all dried out, and now they plumped up. See, this confuses me about succulents. I had this succulent in this water propagating, and it grew roots. It did not die because it was overfed by water. It's been in this water for about 2 weeks now, and this is the result. So now I'm going to take it and apply it back to the soil. I thought they couldn't stand a lot of water. Well, thank you so much for watching Ragdoll Planting. Over and out.